Okay, we're going to, as I said, we're going to start at Exodus 13 and 17.
Exodus chapter 13 and verse 17. And it came to pass, when Pharaoh had let the people go, that the Most High led them not through the way of the land of the Philistines, although that was near. For the Most High said, lest peradventure the people repent when they see war, and they return to Egypt.
Hear that? He said, the Most High say not going, when we coming out of the Egyptian captivity, once the Most High had killed all the firstborn males of the Egyptians, including everything. First male who was born first died. He didn't lead us through the way of the land of Philistines, even though that was a near way to go. The best way to go, for the Most High said, lest peradventure, perhaps, if peradventure means perhaps, the people repent when they see war, they get scared, when they see the war, and return back to Egypt. Run back to Egypt. You see what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Verse 18. But the Most High led the people about through the way of the wilderness of the Red Sea, and the children of Israel went up harnessed out of the land of Egypt. And Moses took the bones of Joseph with him, for he had straitly sworn the children of Israel, saying, the Most High will surely visit you, and ye shall carry up my bones away hence with you.
That's right. So Joseph had already died, remember? So he had asked them to take his bones with him whenever they leave Egypt. Go ahead.
Verse 19, verse 20. And they took their journey from Succoth, and encamped in Etham, in the edge of the wilderness. And the Most High went before them by day in a pillar of a cloud, to lead them the way, and by night in a pillar of fire, to give them light, to go by day and night.
So now, I must correct the statement here, which is right, but it is wrong also. Because when you look at, it says, and the Lord went before them by day in a pillar of a cloud to lead them the way, and by night in a pillar of fire to give them light, to go by day and night. So it is the Most High. But also you got to read 1 Corinthians 10 and 1. We have to keep on going over this because it's something that is not implanted in most people's minds. But let's read. Now before you go there, read Ephesians 3 and 9. Because we have to keep going over this. So we just in the book of Exodus. So let's read Ephesians 3 and 9.
The book of Ephesians chapter 3 and verse 9.
Right.
And to make all men see what is the fellowship of the mystery.
So some things are not known. Like some things are being brought about. That's why I always say spiritually, people are not spiritually endowed to understand the mysteries, which are things that are unknown, a secret. Read.
Which from the beginning of the world.
When?
From the beginning of the world.
So now, from the beginning of the world, now Genesis 1 and 1 says, in the beginning. That's the beginning of the world. Okay? Read.
Which from the beginning of the world hath been hid in the Most High.
Has been hid in the Most High. So mysteries have been hid in the Most High, and in these last days he's bringing about the understanding of these mysteries through the Spirit of the Most High. But it's being hid in the Most High. That's why I say it's a mystery. It's a secret. It's something that's unknown. So that's why I express so much of understanding this word spiritually, because it's not written so that you would understand it, or else it would be point blank clear. You don't have to get an understanding of what is being said there. It would already be saying in Genesis 1 and 1, in Genesis 1 and 2 that the Most High did this. Read.
Who created all things by Hashem Hamashiach Yahushua.
No, by Hamashiach Yahushua.
By Hamashiach Yahushua.
Right. Because when you see in Hamashiach Yahushua, that's by Hashem Hamashiach Yahushua, because by is in, you see? It'll say in Jesus or in Christ, like that, right? By is not in. See what I'm saying? So he created everything by Hamashiach Yahushua. Everything was created by Hamashiach Yahushai. So we go to Genesis 1 and 1. Read that. And 1 and 1 and 1 and 1 and 2.
Genesis chapter 1 and verse 1.
Because it said in the beginning, the Most High created everything by Hamashiach Yahushai. So the understanding you have to see in what it's saying, because people say the Bible and tamper with, but how are they going to write what it is that is the truth? Man can't do that. That's why I say it's a mystery. It's something that's unknown. He revealed his secrets to his servants, the prophets. Everybody not seeing this. That's why it's very important to understand this. Read this.
Book of Genesis chapter 1 and verse 1.
Right.
In the beginning, the Most High created the heaven and the earth.
So he say, you still saying the Most High created the heaven and earth, but he just told you that the Most High created everything by Hamashiach Yahushai. So if he's not there, how are you going to put him there? You can't put him there if he's not. If you don't see him there, you can't put him there. So you're just putting the Most High when he just told you that the Most High created everything by Hamashiach Yahushai in the beginning. You understand? So it's something that you got to see, because if you don't see it, then you can't see him. Because we just in the next chapter, Exodus. So in the beginning, this is Genesis. The next chapter, the very next chapter is what? Exodus, right? So we already told you that he created everything by Hamashiach Yahushai, which is a mystery, which is a secret. And now the secret being revealed in these last days. So now read it again.
Genesis chapter 1 verse 1.
Because it says in the Hebrew, Alahayim.
Come.
That's the powers. Plural. Some say, Elohim. El is one. Ohim makes it plural. You see what I'm saying? Even with that, it's still plural.
Come.
More than one, right?
Come.
So it says in the beginning, in the Hebrew, it says Alahayim created the heavens and earth. The Most High created everything, but he used Hamashiach Yahushai. We just read it. So read it again.
Genesis chapter 1 verse 1. In the beginning, the Most High by Hamashiach Yahushai created the heaven and the earth.
So it's Alahayim created the heavens and the earth. The Most High, why Hamashiach Yahushai and Hamashiach Yahushai. You see? Read.
And the earth was without form and void.
The earth was without form and void. Without form, it wasn't formed, and it was void. Nothing existed. Read.
And darkness was upon the face of the deep.
Darkness was upon the face of the deep. Read. And what happened?
And the Spirit of the Most High moved upon the face of the waters.
Right. So the Spirit of the Most High moved upon the face of the waters. Does everything come from the waters? When you understand this spiritually, you see? So that Spirit of the Most High is who? Hamashiach Yahushai. You see? He starts to create everything right here. You see? Next verse.
Verse 3. And the Most High said, let there be light. And there was light.
So what happened? The Most High telling Hamashiach Yahushai to do what? Let there be light. And there was light. Hamashiach Yahushua is creating everything. Now just to prove it, go to verse 26.
Verse 26. And the Most High said, let us make man in our image.
So now, if you read it fast, which most people do, you might miss it. He said, let us. That's more than one. Let us make man in our image. You see that? In our image. So he's talking to somebody. He's not talking to himself. He already told you that he made everything by Hamashiach Yahushai. So he said, let us make man in our image. Read.
After our likeness.
After our likeness. Right? So Hamashiach Yahushai is here as an angel of the Most High. Angel, spirit, same thing. That's why when you look at Psalms, go look at Psalms 104 and 4. It's the same entity. It might say angel of the Most High. It might say spirit of the Most High. Read.
The book of Psalms, chapter 104, verse 4.
Right.
who maketh his angels spirits,
Make his angels spirits, read.
his ministers a flaming fire.
Make his angels spirits, see? So it's a angel, it's a spirit, it's the same entity. Sometimes you may say angel, sometimes you may say spirit. Still an angel, still a spirit. See? And what they do, they minister of the Most High. They bring forth the operation of the Most High. And when you understand, I mean, it's no different. Mashiach Abishai told us. Look at St. John. That's something that went right to the scripture. We can get that's a spirit. Go to St. John 5:19. Woo, man.
St. John
deep.
chapter 5 verse 19.
Wow. Go ahead.
Then answered Hamashiach Yahushua and said unto them, Verily, verily, I say unto you, the Son can do nothing of himself,
He can do nothing of himself, he's saying, read.
but what he seeth the Father do.
He said he can't do nothing of himself, but what he seeth the Father do. Read.
For what things soever he doeth, these also doeth the Son likewise.
Yeah, so whatever the Most High do, he said, hey, I'm doing whatever my Father do. He's doing something that I do it. Read.
Verse 20. For the Father loveth the Son, and sheweth him all things that himself doeth. And he will shew him greater works than these, that ye may marvel.
Yeah. See? One part. That's whatever the Most High, whatever action the Most High do. Now go to St. John 14. And look at, start at verse 8.
The book of St. John, chapter 14 and verse 8. Philip saith unto him, Mashiach, shew us the Father, and it sufficeth
So he
us.
said, show us the Father, and it'll satisfy us. He's been with him all this time, read.
Hamashiach Yahushua saith unto him, Have I been so long time with you, and yet hast thou not known me, Philip? He that hath seen me has seen the Father. And how sayest thou then, shew us the Father?
See, remind you, he already said whatever you see the Father do, that's what he does. Right?
Right.
Now he's going to give you another analogy of how he operates, read.
Believest thou not that I am in the Father, and the Father in me? The words that I speak unto you, I speak not of myself, but the Father that dwelleth in me, he doeth the works.
So he's telling you now, whatever I'm saying are not my words. They are the words of the Father that's within him. Read.
Believe me that I am in the Father, and the Father in me, or else believe me for the very work's sake.
Right. So now go to John 1:1. That's the words that he spoke. So who is he? John 1:1.
The book of St. John, chapter 1 and verse 1. In the beginning was the Word,
In the beginning was the Word. Read.
and the Word was with the Most High,
And the Word was with the Most High. Read.
and the Word was the Most High.
No, the Word was.
Hamashiach Yahushua.
Right. The Word was Hamashiach Yahushai. Read.
The same was in the beginning with the Most High.
So now, this is the same thing we've been going over. But you see, when you see God, you get everybody get confused. But I mean, the Most High called Hamashiach Yahushai God. When you understand it, that's when somebody say they don't believe in Hamashiach Yahushai. You ask them this question: does the Most High have a God? Is there somebody over the Most High? What do you think they're gonna say? No, right? Ain't nobody over the Most High. We got one power. That's the Most High. Ain't nobody over him, right?
Right.
So if you see two gods in the scripture, then they have to give an explanation of who this is. Go to Psalms 45:6.
Book of Psalms, chapter 45 and verse 6. Thy throne, O Most High, is for...
Read what you see. Just read what you see, because I'm asking about God, because that's people generally identify him as God. So read what you see. Just read it like it is.
Psalm chapter 45 verse 6.
Right.
Thy throne, O God, is forever and ever.
Mm-hmm.
The scepter of thy kingdom is a right scepter.
So thy throne, that means your powers and authority, O God, is forever and ever. The scepter, Power and authority of thy kingdom is a right scepter or right rulership. Righteous rulership. Read.
Thou lovest the righteousness.
No, don't say the righteousness. Read what you see.
Thou lovest righteousness and hatest wickedness. Therefore God,
what did it say?
Therefore God, thy God.
Oh, wait a minute. I thought the Most High didn't have a God. So it say, therefore God, thy God. Thy means your. Right?
Come.
Therefore God, your God. See? Therefore God, your God. Are y'all with me? Therefore God, your God. Therefore, Hamashiach Yahushua, your power. Your power. The Most High, read.
Hath anointed thee with the oil of gladness above thy fellows.
Above the angels. So, when you look at this, that's why it says, in the beginning was the Word was with God, and the Word was God. The same was in the beginning with God. So, I mean, come on. But if you don't know this precept, you don't know these precepts as such, then how are you going to know and understand what's being said? Even though it's written as it's written. Because the Most High wasn't with himself. But first you said, and the word was God or the Most High. No. The same was the beginning with himself? No, the same was the beginning with the Most High. Because he created everything by Hamashiach Yahushua. You see, it's all got to fit together. It's all got to line up for what they had to go by, and that's the Old Testament. So read Hebrews 1 and 8. And this all they had was the Old Testament. So it's got to make sense. That's why you got to know these precepts. You have to know this Bible from Genesis to Revelations. And cause especially when you get to Revelation, that's why in church they say don't read Revelation because you don't know the precepts of the Old Testament. You got to know it. You got to know it. That's why it says a lot of studying have to be done. Show yourself approved to the Most High to get this spiritually. Read.
The book of Hebrews chapter 1 verse 8.
Now it's going to tell you who is exactly giving understanding of what was being said in Psalms 45 and 6 and 7. Let's read it.
Book of Hebrews chapter 1 verse 8. But unto the Son he saith.
So unto the Son who was a Mashiach Yahushua, he says what? Because it didn't say this in Psalms 45 and 6. What did it say? It's going to be the same thing. Listen.
But unto the Son he saith, Thy throne, O God, is forever and ever. A scepter of righteousness is the scepter of thy kingdom.
Same thing we read. Go ahead.
Thou hast lovest righteousness and hated iniquity. Therefore God, even thy God, hath anointed thee with the oil of gladness above thy fellows.
See? Same thing we just read. Because that's all they had to go by was the law and the prophets. But you got to know it frontwards and backwards. I mean, read it this way, read it that way. Know these precepts and understand the precept going forward and the precept going back. It's a lot of learning to learn, to look into to be able to really see this. You see what they going to say about that? You see what I'm saying? Certain ways you can actually corner someone up and trying to bring forth how they believe because they're not spiritual. This is a spiritual understanding that we have to get to actually get these mysteries that the Most High has given us, man. It's real. So in Genesis, get 1 Corinthians 10, 1-4. Read that. So we got to keep on covering this because I don't think you see this spiritually. Too many people not seeing this spiritually. And it's very important because it's like my Shackle say, I never knew you. How you gonna know him? How you gonna know him when he said, I come in the volume of the book is written of me? But you don't see him in the volume of the book. But yet still you gonna call on his name for him to go to the Most High on your behalf and you don't even know him. It's real. I mean, all I could tell you is I sought him out because I looked for him and I ain't find him. I'm talking about from my teachers. Not for what I know now. I didn't find him like this. You see what I'm saying? You get a little here, a little there, but for what it is spiritually that I see and I'm showing you, I mean, can't nobody gainsay on it. You can't gainsay on this.
Come.
Listen to what it says. Read. Remind you of Mashiach Yahushua, an angel. He's an angel. He's a spirit in the Old Testament. That's why he prayed to go back to where he was at once he left his flesh. That's where he went. He ascended, went back to the right-hand side of the Most High, where he was at.
Come.
Go ahead.
1 Corinthians chapter 10, verse 1.
Mm-hmm.
Moreover, brethren, I would not that ye should be ignorant, how that all our fathers were under the cloud, and all passed through the sea.
So the cloud is what? Get Psalms 104 and 3. Because that's what we just read about. It's all in the Spirit, all praise the Most High. Going back to wherever it is without even having it lined up in my mind any kind of way to be able to bring this, that I give all praise and glory to the Most High because he's lining it up perfect. Wow. Go ahead. Wow.
Psalms chapter 104, verse 3. Who layeth the beams of his chambers in the waters,
Mm-hmm.
who maketh the clouds his chariot.
So the clouds are the chariots. The vehicles, what we call IFOs, identified flying objects. And they call them UFOs, unidentified flying objects, because they tell you, you know, in what's that, Jeremiah 10 and 2, say, learn not to wear the heathen.
Come.
And be not dismayed at the signs of heaven,
Right.
for the heathen are dismayed at them.
Right, because they
Right?
don't know.
They don't know about it. That's why we wrote the song Swing Low, Sweet Chariot.
Come.
Come before the carry me home. I looked over Jordan, not the now.
Right.
What did I see? A band of angels coming for me. So we had this understanding. Go ahead. Back to 1 Corinthians 10. Since we know the clouds are the chariots of the Most High, the vehicles of the Most High, what they call the flying saucers. We call them identified flying objects, but read.
1 Corinthians chapter 10 and verse 2. And were all baptized unto Moses in the cloud and in the sea.
See, in that cloud, which is that chariot that was following that we can read about, and in the sea, read.
And did all eat the same spiritual meat.
So we did eat the same spiritual food. Spiritual food. Not carnal food that we eat to consume for our, everyday needs. No, spiritual food. That's why I keep saying it's spiritual. Read.
Verse 4. And did all drink the same spiritual drink.
The same spiritual drink. Read.
For they drank of that spiritual rock.
That spiritual rock, which is a spirit, which is an angel. Read.
That followed them.
That followed them. Read.
And that rock was Hamashiach, Yahushua.
See, the rock was Hamashiach, Yahushua. That we gonna go back and read about. Now, look at verse 9. Now we're in the wilderness that we're reading about, but listen what it says here. Read.
1 Corinthians chapter 10, verse 9. Neither let us tempt Hamashiach Yahushua, as some of them also tempted, and were destroyed of serpents.
Neither let us tempt who? Hamashiach Yahushua, as some of them also tempted and were destroyed of serpents. Serpents destroyed them. Read.
Neither murmur ye, as some of them also murmured, and were destroyed of the destroyer.
Hamashiach Yahushua is called the destroyer. So when he come back to judge and make war, he already called what?
The destroyer.
The destroyer. Come on.
Verse 11. Now all these things happened unto them for ensamples, and they are written for our admonition, upon whom the ends of the world are come.
Come on, this is clear. All these things happen unto them for examples for us. And they're written for our ammunition that we can use as ammunition against those that oppose spiritually what we're bringing forth and bringing forth this truth. Because we are in the ends of the world right now. Believe that. So it's very important that we see this. So now that we know it's a Mashiach Yahushua, now let's go back to Exodus the 13th chapter. Because understand the Most High is always there. We got to acknowledge him, but also we have to acknowledge Hamashiach Yahushua. No, before you go, I want to get one more, because get Hebrews 10 and 7 and Psalms 40 and 7. Then we'll go back. Because it already told you that that rock that followed us was Hamashiach Yahushua in verse 4 of 1 Corinthians 10th chapter. We'll read that.
Book of Hebrews, chapter 10, verse 7. Then said I, Lo, I come. In the volume of the book it is written of me.
Right, so he say he come in the volume of the book. It is written of Hamashiach Yahushua. Go ahead.
To do thy will,
To
O
do-
Most High.
To do the will of the Most High. You hear that? To do the will of the Most High. Right? Now Psalms 40 and 7.
The book of Psalms, chapter 40 and verse 7. Then said I, Lo, I come. In the volume of the book it is written of me. I delight to do thy will, O my power. Yea, thy law is within my heart.
Yeah, same thing. You see? That's why I say you got to know it from the old to the new. Because remember, there is no New Testament when the brothers are walking the earth. It's only the law and the prophets predominantly, you see? So for some letters that they were able to, see of Paul, but he came later. You see what I'm saying? People don't understand his writing. So now let's go back to Exodus 13 and start at verse 20. No, you can start at 21.
The book of Exodus, chapter 13 and verse 21. And the Most High, Hamashiach Yahushua, went before them by day in a pillar of a cloud to lead them the way.
Right, so you hear the Most High, you got to put a Mashiach Yahushua there because we got the understanding that he was there in the cloud. We just read it in 1 Corinthians 10 and 4. Give you the understanding. Read.
And by night in a pillar of fire.
So it's a chariot in the day. Mashiach Yahushua as an angel, as a spirit, was in the pillar of cloud. It was a cloud, a chariot like clouds. And I've seen those, clouds. Most of the matter of fact, he brought one when we was teaching in Pasadena. Anybody don't believe? They had the whole, it was interviewing us. The newspaper was, the headline news was interviewing us at that time when the Most High had a chariot come with a cloud right over the buildings. You see? In the daytime, you see what I'm saying? But at night, it looked like fire around it. Read.
To give them light to go by day and night.
Right, go ahead.
He took not away the pillar of the cloud by day, nor the pillar of fire by night, from before the people.
Right, so this chariot, this is how we moved. The chariot moved, we moved. It stopped, and we stopped right there where it stopped. And that's where we had to, put our tents up and stay in the wilderness. 40 years, mind you. Go ahead. Chapter 14.
The book of Exodus, chapter 14. And the Most High, Hamashiach Yahushua, spake unto Moses, saying, Speak unto the children of Israel, that they turn and encamp before Pi-hahiroth, between Migdol and the sea, over against Baal-zephon. Before it shall ye encamp by the sea. For Pharaoh will say of the children of Israel, They are entangled in the land. The wilderness has shut them in. And I will harden Pharaoh's heart, that he shall follow after them.
See that? So the Most High is doing this. Get Isaiah 45 and 7. That's what people got to understand, man. The Most High said, I'm going to harden Pharaoh's heart, his mind, that he should follow us. Now, he didn't let us go. The Most High got his hand in this. That's why y'all think the Most High, he is love. They do say the Most High is love, but what is he doing here? He said, I'm going to harden his heart, his mind, that he going to follow after us. Read.
Isaiah chapter 45 verse 7. I form the light and create darkness. I make peace and create evil.
You hear that? Most High say, he's the ultimate that will create evil on you. See? But look, he's doing something here. He said he's going to harden Pharaoh's mind. That's the heart, is the mind. That he shall follow after them. Think about it. Moses listened at this like, man, we done went through all this in captivity, and now he done finally let us go, and now you're gonna have him follow us and bring us back into captivity? Which, I mean, you know, in his mind is like, can you imagine what he's thinking? Like, man, 40 years and now you gonna have him come after us now again?
Right.
But go ahead, back to Exodus 14:5. 4.
Come. Exodus chapter 14 and verse 4. And I will harden Pharaoh's heart, that he shall follow after them. And I will be honored unto Pharaoh, and upon all his host, that the Egyptians may know that I am the Most High. And they did so.
You better hear what he's saying. That's why I express so much the fear of the Most High. Because most people don't have the fear of the Most High. They're not afraid of the Most High. But you hear what he's saying? He gonna do this. He said that the Egyptians may know. These other nations outside of the 12 tribes of Israel that had us in captivity. Like we in captivity now under the Egyptians. Which means bondage. You understand? And those that have us in bondage. That they may know that he is the Most High. And a Mashiach Yahushua. And they did so, you see. This is all for him. Just like when he destroyed all these kingdoms on this earth now. And set up righteousness on this earth. Everybody gonna know about the Most High. And they're gonna know about a Mashiach Yahushua. Because he coming to judge and make war under the power of the Most High. So you're gonna find yourself in a fight with the Most High. All you that's prepared to fight Hamashiach Yahushua, understand this. You fighting against the Most High. This is what he did. He have control of everything. Get Daniel 4:17. Everybody think that they're going to do whatever they want to do. Nah. Most High is a man of war. Exodus 15:3 say the Most High is a man of war. The Most High is his name. You see? So this is what he does. No matter how you think you operating out there, Esau or anybody, any other nation that think they're rolling into power with Satan and don't realize that Satan worked for the Most High. Read that.
Daniel chapter 4 verse 17.
He say he created evil. We gonna use him to do the evil. And use Satan. You know what I mean? He uses his left hand. But go ahead.
This matter is by the decree of the watchers, and the demand by the word of the holy ones, to the intent that the living may know that the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men.
That the Most High is the one that ruleth in the kingdom of men. Man ain't doing this on his own, read.
And giveth it to whomsoever he will.
He what?
To whomsoever he will.
So the Most High give the power to rule in these kingdoms to whoever he wants to. Go ahead.
And set it up over it the basis of men.
Yeah, he set up over these kingdoms the basis of men. Now let's read Luke 4:6.
The book of Luke, chapter 4 and verse 6. And the devil said unto him,
after he showed him all the kingdoms in a moment of time, he showed him, Mashiach said on fasted 40 days, 40 nights. He showed him all the kingdoms in a moment of time, even this kingdoms that we're involved in now, scattered among as the Israelites right now. Read verse 6.
And the devil said unto him, all this power will I give thee, and the glory of them, for that is delivered unto me.
You know what he say? The Most High give it to whoever he will, and set up over these kingdoms who? The basis of men. He said, I give it to whoever I want to. So the Most High then gave these kingdoms to Satan. You hear what he said? I give it to whoever I will. Read.
For that is delivered unto me.
Yeah, the Most High then gave it to Satan. Go ahead, the devil, go ahead.
And to whomsoever I will, I give it.
He said, whoever I will, I give it. Right? It's a condition. Right. Read.
Verse 7. If thou therefore will worship me, all shall be thine.
There it is right there. See? So they following Satan. They worshiping Satan. They worshiping the left-hand side of the Most High. That's why he say, yeah, they believe in God. You know, but they believe in him from the left-hand side. That's why the Most High got a right hand, the Mashiach Yahushua and the holy angels. You got the left hand. You create evil with Satan and his little imps or his little demons or whatever it is that he's dealing with to bring forth left-hand side of the Most High. Most High is everything. How can I say he's everything and you don't see him from only from one side? You understand? So that's how this is going down. You know, I don't want to go into Job and show you how Satan asked the Most High, have you considered serving Job? You understand? And Satan told him, hey, you got a hedge around him. But he said, put forth thine hand. In the spirit, if you understand that, he got a right hand. Most High have a right hand, he got a left hand. So when the Most High put forth his left hand, he asking for permission. People talking about he running, operating on his own. Nah, he's not. The Most High is a man of war. In war, what do you have? You have strategies. You see what I'm saying? Or how you going to bring down somebody. That's what he say he hardened Pharaoh's heart, his mind. How did he do it? Satan got in his mind to have him think a certain way from the left-hand side of the Most High. From his hand, from his left hand. Okay, let's go back. Exodus 14. Hopefully that's understandable, because when after Satan told the Most High to put forth his hand to Job, when he left, he got into the minds of the Sabians and the minds of the Chaldeans to have them kill his servants and so forth. He was able to operate the elements and so forth, bring tornadoes to destroy his sons, houses and so forth, kill his children and so forth. All this was under the left hand of the Most High through Satan. I mean, it's clear, but it's spiritual. You might not understand it. You're trying to make it make sense to you from whatever you've been taught in this world. Remember, they don't know the way of the Most High. They ain't gonna know the way of the Most High ever. That's why it's spiritual. These things are being revealed in these last days. We got to come to a higher level of understanding spiritually, else you're not gonna see what it is, because it's coded, man. It's a mystery, like you just said, that's been held with the Most High. So he get in the minds of people to have them do just what the Most High want them to do. Go ahead.
Come. Exodus chapter 14, verse 5. And it was told the king of Egypt that the people fled, and the heart of Pharaoh and of his servants was turned against the people.
See? How did this happen? See?
The Most High.
The Most High.
Right.
Send Shaitan in there to go do your job. Go do your job. The Most High say he loved Jacob. That's why when we think we all that, anybody want to think they all that, you better understand, you better read Job, the first chapter. Job was a perfect man. And then you better read Isaiah, I think 53:10, where he say, it pleased the Most High to bruise of Mashiach Yahushua, his only begotten son. This is what we talking about, serving. And you think you going to be just dealing with him any kind of way and not be fearing him and not being afraid of him? It's serious, man. That's why you better humble yourself. He want a humility and broken and contrite spirit, man. Else you ain't going before him. Shoot. Look around, you won't be he'll jack you up, man, and laugh at you. That's what it say, man. Remember me say, when your calamity come, I'm gonna laugh at you. I'm gonna mock at you when your fear come.
Right.
You gotta hear what he's saying.
Come.
You see what I'm saying?
Come.
It's important. This is all we reading about is the Most High getting a name. He's getting him a name right here. Let's read. He said, was turned, he said, read verse 5 again.
Verse 5. And it was told the king of Egypt that the people fled, and the heart of Pharaoh and of his servants was turned against the people.
See? Pharaoh to let us go. Get out of here, man. Get out of here before we all die. Now all of a sudden, it's a change of mind. But the Most High is doing this. He already told you he's going to do it. That they may know that I am the Most High. Go ahead.
And they said, why have we done this, that we have let Israel go from serving us?
Why have we done this? That we have let Israel go from serving us. Go ahead.
And he made ready his chariot, and took his people with him. And he took 600 chosen chariots, and all the chariots of Egypt, and captains over every one of them. And the Most High hardened the heart of Pharaoh, king of Egypt.
I mean, you can't get no clearer than this. I hope y'all seeing this. The Most High is doing this. He hardened the heart, the mind of Pharaoh. We're going to get that definition of the heart. Go to Mark, I think it's 7:21. Mark 7:21. So you see the heart with the heart. Yeah. Mark 7:21. Just to show you that when it says he hardened the heart of Pharaoh, what the heart means. But let's read that.
The book of St. Mark, chapter 7, verse 21. For from within, out of the heart of man.
from within. Out of the heart of men, read.
Proceed evil thoughts.
That's all we need. So your thoughts come from what? Your mind, your brain, your mind, the way you think, right? So that's let you know that the heart, the definition of the heart, it means in this Bible means the mind, because your heart just beats blood to your vital parts of your body, throughout your body. So this heart is talking about your mind. Verse 8. Exodus 14 chapter.
Exodus chapter 14 verse 8. And the Most High hardened the heart of Pharaoh, king of Egypt, and he pursued after the children of Israel. And the children of Israel went out with an high hand. But the Egyptians pursued after them.
Right. They let us go, but they start chasing us. Go ahead.
All the horses and chariots of Pharaoh, and his horsemen and his army, and overtook them encamping by the sea, beside Pi-hahiroth, before Baal-zephon.
Right, go to Numbers, hold that. Get Numbers 33 and 3.
Book of Numbers chapter 3 and verse 33.
So you understand how a lot of things are set up. But let's read this.
Book of Numbers chapter 3 verse 33. Of Merari was the family.
Numbers 33 and verse 3.
Numbers 33 verse.
Numbers 33 and verse 3.
Numbers chapter 33 verse 3. And they departed from Ramses in the first month.
Now I'll give you his name. The Pharaoh name is Ramses. In the first month. Read.
On the 15th day of the first month, on the morrow after the Passover.
So that's Feast of Unleavened Bread that we celebrate. On the morrow after the Passover. Read.
The children of Israel went out with an high hand in the sight of all the Egyptians.
Right, in the sight of all the Egyptians. We went out with a high hand because we got everything and said we borrowed everything. We took everything. How you borrow something you don't never give it back? It's interesting, right? But go ahead.
For the Egyptians buried all their firstborn.
So Egyptians buried all their firstborn because Mosai killed all their firstborn males. Go ahead.
Which the Most High has smitten among them.
You hear that? It tell you the Most High killed them among the Egyptians. And Amashiach Yahushai. Remember, he's called the destroyer. But you forgot about him. So he ain't there. You don't put him there, he's not there. He just told you that. He was the one that led us in the wilderness. You see? So he was called a destroyer. But the Most High used him as an angel of the Most High, the spirit of the Most High, to kill the firstborn of the Egyptians as a destroyer. Read.
For the Egyptians buried all their firstborn, which the Most High had smitten among them. Upon their idols also the Most High executed judgments.
That's right. Go ahead.
And the children of Israel removed from Ramses and pitched in Succoth.
Okay, that's all I want on that. So go back to where you was at in Exodus 14.
Exodus chapter 14 and verse 10. And when Pharaoh drew nigh, the children of Israel lifted up their eyes, and behold, the Egyptians marched after them, and they were sore afraid, and the children of Israel cried out unto the Most High.
So now, when we looked up, we seen the Egyptians with all them chariots coming after us. And then they became afraid. You see that? When they seen the men coming after them, then they became afraid. Oh man, if this ain't the spirit of the Most High. Get Ecclesiasticus 23 and 19. Hello, y'all. Now I just open up, I get it from here, I open up the Bible, and it keep going to where I need to go to in the spirit. I'm like, y'all, go ahead.
Ecclesiasticus chapter 23, right? Verse 19.
Con.
Such a man only feareth the eyes of men.
See, just like you see. What they say. The Egyptians marched after them, was marching after us, and they were so afraid, it says in verse 10 of Exodus 14 chapter. Read.
And knoweth not that the eyes of the Most High are 10,000 times brighter than the sun, beholding all the ways of man, And considering the most secret part.
That's right. So the Most High's eyes are 10,000 times brighter than the sun, seeing everything that you do. So here it is. Israel is seeing the Egyptian marching after us and became so afraid. So I say, you know, they only fear the eyes of men. They seeing them coming. Oh, here they come. So what they do, they cried unto the Most High. That's why, you know, the Spirit had me to ask everybody to fast together as a nation, crying to the Most High, because we have a great oppressor. The worst, as it says in Ezekiel 7:24, the worst of the heathen over us. Song of Three Holy Children, verse 9 says, the most wicked in all the earth. You see? So we got to cry to the Most High. And that's how the Most High will have pity on us. The only time, and I challenge anybody to show where the Most High had pity on us and we to humble ourselves before Him and cry to Him. You see what's happening here? We get ready to be destroyed. So we have a sense, and these are examples that we just read in the Spirit, of how to operate to have the Most High work on our behalf. See, He's humbling us. Because what we doing? We seeing them coming after us. And we quiet to the Most High. Verse 11.
Verse 11. And they said unto Moses, because there were no graves in Egypt, hast thou taken us away to die in the wilderness? Wherefore hast thou dealt thus with us, to carry us forth out of Egypt?
So what is this about? How are you going to pray to the Most High, cry to the Most High, and next thing you're going to do is say, you brought us out here to die in Egypt, man. Ain't no graves in Egypt, so you brought us out here to die. That cancels out the prayer right there. No faith. Go ahead.
Verse 12. Is not this the word that we did tell thee in Egypt, saying, let us alone that we may serve the Egyptians?
See that? It's going to be the same way coming out of our captivity. Some going to be chained up. Let us alone, man. We had it going good. We had it all. We was living high. You know, we was fat amongst our enemies, man. Why you want to mess with us like this? Same way. Bunch of coons, bunch of sambos. They want to serve the Egyptians. And you remember, it was a hard bondage.
Right.
They took away the straw, everything. It was a hard bondage that we were serving. Go ahead.
For it had been better for us to serve the Egyptians than that we should die in the wilderness.
That we should die in the wilderness, man. What's the point of praying to the Most High and after you pray, you don't believe no more? You don't believe no more. You doubt. Instantly, they cry to the Most High. They see the Egyptians. Oh, they cry, oh, Most High, please save us, save us, save us, save us. Moses, what you bring us out here for to die? I mean, just as fast as they pray for him, to him, they're going to say, hey, why you bring us out here to die? That's why it's spiritual, y'all. And you see how we lost the spirit that fast. Faster than I can pop my finger. Fast as they cried to the Most High, they turned back around and told Moses, why you bring us out here to die? How come we can't live? That's what Moses said. You're going to circle this wilderness for 40 years till all of y'all die. Ain't nobody coming out of this wilderness but Joshua and Caleb. That's what y'all don't understand. You better understand and overstand the point of he said going to take one of a city and two of a family. That goes over your head. Right here. Nobody made it. Not even Moses. And he said he dealt with Moses mouth to mouth. He didn't deal with Moses in no dreams or visions. Moses didn't make it. But here you are, all high-minded, thinking, oh, because you're an Israelite, you got this knowledge, or you see a few things come through for you that you guaranteed to make it. Ain't nobody guaranteed to make it. None of us. Say the righteous scarcely going to be saved. Only Joshua and Caleb, of all adults, we are 600,000 men. Therefore, he killed how many? 599,998 out of 600,000 men. And the women, you don't say about no women, only the children went in there. Killed all the women. Only the children that we had in the wilderness went into Canaan. That's what we serve, y'all. But people want to take this lightly. You take it lightly if you want to. The Most High gonna be all in all in the end. That's what it's all about. That's why we have to look at these examples that we have here and what worked and what didn't work. Or else you're just going through formalities. You're an Israelite, but you don't even know what you are and what it takes to really make it to what it should be about, just eternal life. After this, it ain't no more captivity. We're going to live forever and ever and ever. We have an opportunity to be with the Mashiach Yahushua, showing us of the Father. We ain't got to figure out nothing. The part that we know, part of prophesying part, that part going to be made whole. We going to know it completely. You see? We got that. That's what this is about. The opportunity to have that relationship right there with the Mashiach Yahushua as the teacher. Where he at? He with on the right hand side of the Most High. You think he don't know what to tell us? Over 2,000 years, he don't know what to tell us of the Father. He was there from the beginning. He came and gave us information of how we supposed to be as an example. He said you're going to do the things he done, and even greater things than he done. You believe that? No, because you don't believe in the Most High enough. It's spiritual though. Go ahead.
Book of Exodus chapter 14, verse 13. And Moses said unto the people, fear ye not.
What?
Fear ye not.
Oh, they're fearing man. Not realize the Most High's eyes are 10,000 times brighter than the sun. The Most High said, I will melt you. Go ahead.
Stand still and see the salvation of the Most High.
See the salvation of the Most High while Mashiach Yahushua, because he there too.
Come.
But you leaving him out. Because he's there.
Come.
Read.
Which he will shew to you today. For the Egyptians whom ye have seen today, you shall see them again no more forever.
Hear that? He said, the Egyptians that you see today coming after you, can you imagine them saying this? I mean, they chariots coming. Get them Israelites, get them, we're going to get you, you're going to die now, you're going to die now. And Israel hearing this. He said, you see what they doing? You see how they coming after us? So you're going to see them no more forever. Go ahead.
The Most High, Wahamashiach Yahushua, shall fight for you, and ye shall hold your peace.
So all you got to do is be still. Do y'all hear that out there in the world? The more we got a power that fight for us. Even though what? They what? Doubt it. Ain't no grave, wasn't no graves in Egypt. It's now taking us out here, away from Egypt to die. We rather been in captivity, slavery, and bondage than to come out here and die. That's why you had to tell them, wait a minute. The Most High got to prove himself to us. Knowing that he's with us. Think about it. We done seen all these plagues that he's done, and we sitting over here chilling. Most High about all them 10 plagues on the Egyptians. This is before we get here. You see what I'm saying? You done seen the power of the Most High against the Egyptians, our adversaries, our enemies, and here it is, you sitting up here tripping. That's why this is very important to get this in your spirit so you'll know the power that we serve. Let's read.
Chapter 14 and verse 15. And the Most High, Wahamashiach Yahushua, said unto Moses, wherefore criest thou unto me?
So why you crying